Today we're going to be talking about the Mattel Jurassic World Dominion Hammond Collection Baryonyx. The Hammond Collection is the successor to the Amber Collection with one new thing in mind: scale. Yeah, apparently all of these figures are going to be entirely in scale with the main line of figures, so that's really cool. Baryonyx over here, aptly renamed to Barry, is my first dino figure in, Jesus, a very, very long time. Probably since I got those two electronic Jurassic Park 3 figures. So let's see if Barry can reignite the Jurassic flame in me. So right up front, right out the box, I was pretty impressed with what I got. From far away, he almost looks perfect in some areas. But the closer you look, you start to see some random speckles of paint that shouldn't be there. Like over here and over here. Got some damaged paint on the teeth over here and over here. Got some clear, weird looking paint over here, as well as some paint rub off, probably due to the packaging. Got some weird paint over here. Got some fudgy looking paint on the toes. And this isn't paint, but why does my guy have crusty, drooly spots on his membranes over here? So right up front, Barry over here is going to get an X in terms of paint. Of course I'm joking. Nah, a little bit of paint issues ain't gonna stop me from telling the world how much I really do love this figure. The dark navy blue on the top and side of his head being highlighted with some metallic blue under the eyes. I love this gradient effect, I really, really do. And both sides do be looking fresh despite there being some misplaced paint up and about. Do have to give Mattel credit, the eyes seem mostly straight. Nice and centered. Not that you can really tell from this angle. Despite the teeth being a little bit messy, they do look okay. It's more so the inside of the mouth that I'm impressed with. I mean, I know this was probably molded in this kind of plastic, but I do love the details here. Even got some minor details at the back of Barry's throat. But the most impressive aspect on the inside of the mouth is actually just Barry's tongue. I love that little highlight they gave the center of the tongue to make it look like it's folding. Nice shading, nice detail, nice and glossy. 10 out of 10. And I do very much enjoy the fact that the membranes over here have detail and are of the same color. Yet again, what the heck was happening here? Why did it happen at all? And that's about it for the mouth. And just to comment on it now, detail, fan-friggin-tastic, bro. Yeah, it's not the most intricate thing in the world, but damn does it just look great. Especially for a figure that's made for ages 8 and up. Playmates, take note. Anywho's, yeah, we're talking about paint. Yet again, love the dark navy blue top of Barry over here. Love even more that it's outlined with this very chalkier gray that really separates it from the very palish looking gray of the base color of the plastic. This just looks great, and I just wish they did it a little bit more moving into the head and onto the head. And I do so wish that it went all the way throughout to the tip of the tail. This is starting to sound like a Bandai Movie Monster Series review. Bandai Movie Monster Series Jurassic Park. Ooh. King Series Rexy? I'd buy it. But I do have to give Mattel credit. It is nice that they painted this gray line mostly all the way through to all the different parts. Again, it does stop there, but it's nice to know that no matter which way you really go about posing this guy, articulation spoilers, I know. It's just nice that it kind of continues. And the same could really be said for the tail. I mean, they just didn't paint that one little speck over there. But again, no matter what way you really articulate it, it's nice that it kind of matches up no matter what. Kind of. One big boo-boo I have with the paint is here. I don't know if other people have this on their copies of Barry, but why the two-toneness? We've got the chalky gray, and then we've got the chalky Hawaiian punch mixture going on over here. Yeah, don't know why that happened or where that came from, but it is somewhat present on the torso as well. I know I'm not going crazy because I can see it. There's a difference. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's absolutely a difference. I do wish the paint was handled a little bit better on the underside of Barry over here. Maybe a little bit less on the messy side. But hey, yo, for the most part, it highlights the details that are on Barry's underbelly, and from just about any angle, even when it's not the major focus, it looks good. Acts as a good separation. Moving further into the crotch and the tail region over here, the detail does take a wee bit of a hit. That's mostly just because the tail is made of rubber. And I really do have to stress a wee bit of a hit, because you take a look at the detail on the hard plastic and then to the rubber, and they match up pretty dang well. I mean, yes, it is obvious, but still, I'm really a big fan of just how strong these legs look. Like, you look at them, you can see the definition in the thighs, you can see it in the shins, knees, and other knees and shins and everything. Really just absolutely loving the detail on the feet over here. I swear to God, I do not have a dinosaur giant lizard foot fetish. I only have a foot fetish for blue aliens from Mass Effect. And I really do like that you get some detail in the crotch pits over here as well. Heck, even on the bottom of the foot with a Jurassic Park / World emblem. Even better, clean foot. Oh yeah, speaking of feet, I guess I should talk about the toe paint, and it's fine. It's a bit messy on this foot and a bit messy on this foot, but the overall takeaway is that the claws look clean. They're nice, they're glossy, the coats are even, and the application just looks pretty stellar. Same could be said for the claws over here. Also just really have to praise the detail and the muscular structure on Barry's arms over here. Short, but they certainly do pack a wallop. Can relate! The paint on the claws on the opposite arm, just like the other, same as the toes, even coat, not all that messy. Actually not messy at all, really. And again, praises for the details over here. Can I just go back to praising this little smudge of metallic blue under the eye? I really friggin' love that. In fact, I love it so much, Mattel, if you're looking to do variants of some of these Hammond collection figures, I'd be totally up for a replacement of that old navy paint with that metallic blue paint. Make him look like a holographic Yu-Gi-Oh card, bro. I'll buy it again. Yeah, he's not painted up perfectly, but he's absolutely far, far from an upset. In fact, there's a lot more paint on here than I was really expecting. Sure, it may lack in some areas, might be downright weird in some areas. But as far as paint and detail goes, I really dig Baryonyx quite a lot. Before I give my final rating, yes, they did include the Duke claws over here. They were not painted, but just the fact that they were included at all is really nice, so A. Yeah, the paint ain't perfect, but I'm having a hard time really being mad at such small issues. No, I don't have a Baryonyx bias. Honestly, this is the first time I've really interacted with anything Baryonyx related. I just think he's an adorable little lizard. I mean, I can't really call this guy little. I mean, like, look at this. He's pretty big. I'm gonna give paint a star, and I'm gonna give detail a solid star as well. A lot more than I was expecting. I do hope that the quality control issues don't plague that of any of the future releases coming out, namely Rexy. Alright, let's move on over to articulation. Right, Barry? Okay. Alrighty, up first, you can open the mouth about this wide from the bottom, and you can go a little bit wider with the top. Now, originally, I thought I might have broken this or done something wrong, but I think what I'm seeing over here might just actually be a magnet. I mean, yeah, it could just be a pin holding everything together over here, but as you bring the upper jaw down, it kind of almost snaps back into place, and when you try to pull it up, resistance, no resistance. So, yeah, I think it's a safe bet that that's a magnet, and that's actually a pretty cool thing that Hasbro did there. Intentional or not, when the mouth is closed, you can look Baryonyx up just a little bit, like so. He'll be able to look even further up over here at the top of the neck. Looks like he's looking up to God, asking him to kill Peter Parker.
I want you to kill Peter Parker.
And there will be a bit of a decent swivel over here. I'm not going to push this any further, because this doesn't look like it was glued too well up here, and I don't want to risk breaking old Barry. You will, however, get a ball joint at the base of the neck over here. You can't really look down too much with the help of that ball joint, but you can look up pretty dang far too, making him look like an L. But this movement we've got going on, man, there's no L there. You can look side to side. A nice wide range of movement for Baryonyx. Now the arms are pretty self-explanatory. You can tell that there's a hinge in them, so you can also go all the way around at the shoulder, as well as an up and down flappy motion. You can go all the way around at the elbow with another in and out flappy motion. Now the legs are pretty stacked on articulation. As you'll be able to see, you can go all the way around at the thigh up here. You can also move the thigh in and out like so. Nice little flappy motion at the legs. You'll be able to swivel at the knee, bend at the knee, swivel at the mid portion, bend in and out at the mid portion, swivel at the ankle, bending up and down motion at the ankle. And this might be obvious, but yes, you do get a pivot at the ankle as well. Now, as far as the tail goes, it is going to be on a ball joint. Can go up that far, can go down that far, very down. Can go side to side, and we do get a bendy wire, which is pretty good. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Its range of bendability ain't the craziest, but it's just enough to get you from point A to point B with Barry. I'm gonna give articulation a solid star. I was really impressed with what this guy presented right out of the box, and yeah, I'm pretty much sold with the Hammond collection, so let's just move on to the last part of the video. Size comparison time, small, medium, large, and some unrelated stuff for the sake of sakes. For my first dino figure in a long while, I gotta say, I'm pretty damn impressed. I had so much fun getting Barry into some cool and ridiculous poses, and for what it's worth, the price and quality ratio is pretty pristine. While not uber collector grade quality, it's surely above and beyond what I was expecting. I genuinely think this line might go on to be a major mainstay for me, especially with Queen Rexy coming soon. Anyway, I do so hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to check the description for all my social media stuff, including Patreon, where just $1 a month can nab you all my bonus features, behind the scenes stuff, early uploads, all that good shiz. And I will see you all next time, which might be Friday, might be Monday, haven't decided yet, got a lot going on, a lot of moving around to do, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you should let me know in the comment section down below. And you should also let me know if you actually want more Jurassic Park/World figures, because I'm getting that Rexy, 100%. Anyway, peace out.